Renovating the home lawn with sod. There are many benefits to renovating the home lawn with new sod. Some of these include switching to a different variety of turf, a desire to have improved turf varieties that are more drought or disease resistant, or simply to replace an older lawn with a more attractive variety of the same species. The first step is to kill off existing grass and weeds. If this step is not done, many of the existing weeds and grass will almost surely grow through the new sod. This can be done with a product containing glyphosate, such as Roundup or Cleanup. Mix the chemical and spray according to label directions. Be careful spraying around trees and flowers and other garden plants, as they may be injured or killed if the product comes in contact with their leaves or stems. It may take 2 applications or more of the glyphosate to completely kill the old lawn, depending on what is growing there. The lawn should start turning brown in about a week, but it may take 2 weeks to completely kill the existing vegetation. A second application may be necessary 10 to 14 days following the first one to kill missed areas or the more difficult to control weeds and grasses. Once the existing turf is dead, the next step is to remove the turf with a sod cutter or shovel. A sod cutter is a very useful tool and can be rented from a number of places. Be sure to mark your sprinkler heads before you begin. It's much easier to prevent damage to your irrigation system than to repair it later. Adjust the sod cutter depth to remove no more than 1/4 to 1/2 inch of soil, a depth which will also remove any undesirable thatch that has formed on the lawn surface. Cut the sod in strips and roll them up. Rolls do get heavy, so prevent injuries by making the rolls a manageable weight. Many cities and municipalities have yard waste sites where the rolls can be taken for composting. After the existing sod is removed, level the soil surface using a steel tine rake. Remove any debris so that the surface is level and smooth. Fill in any low spots that may collect water. If your soil is compacted or low in organic matter, consider tilling and amending it with compost. Incorporate 3 to 5 cubic yards of high-quality compost per 1,000 square feet of lawn area, as deeply as your tiller will allow, usually about 4 to 6 inches deep. Once the ground is prepared, begin laying your sod, starting against a driveway or sidewalk edge. Keep sod moist as you go. Sod that is allowed to dry out can lead to problems with establishment in the landscape. Gently water the sod rolls and the ground as you lay the strips. Lay sod end to end, pulling ends and edges tightly together to prevent any gaps or exposed soil. This is a very important step and one worth taking extra time for. Lay sod in a brick pattern and alternate seams as you go. Do not have the end seams lining up from each row. Use a box cutter or a sharp knife to cut sod strips to fit around edging or sprinkler heads. After a few rolls have been laid, be sure to water them in thoroughly. After all of the sod is laid, you may also choose to rent a weighted roller to smooth the new sod and ensure good sod-soil contact. Roll the lawn 2 to 3 times in different directions. After installation, turn on your irrigation system and make sure it's working properly. Straighten and level any heads that may have been bumped or moved during installation. Water the new sod thoroughly. This will help promote good root penetration and wash sand or dirt from the rolls. New sod requires regular water for several weeks after installation. Depending on your sprinkler system and the temperatures, sod may need to be irrigated up to 4 times per day, but for only 5 to 10 minutes. The key is to keep the sod and underlying soil moist, but not soggy. New roots should start forming within 3 to 4 days after sodding. You can check rooting progress by gently lifting a section of sod. Look for new white roots. After about a week of watering, new root growth will make the sod difficult to pull up. As the sod becomes well rooted, gradually reduce how much water is applied. After a couple of weeks, you should be watering the new lawn every other day, with an ultimate goal of watering once every 3 or 4 days. depending on how hot and dry it is. Your new sod may require mowing as soon as 5 to 6 days after planting. Mow so that you remove no more than about 3/4 to 1 inch of its height at a single mowing. Most often, sod arriving at your home has been well fertilized, so fertilizer may not be necessary for several weeks or even months. If any weeds do appear in your new lawn, they can be pulled by hand or spot sprayed with the appropriate weed control product. Resodding your lawn is a great way to give your landscape a fresh look.